quickly have you caught back up, since you came in here a little bit later than Malik, and just what you've shown in practice?
I feel like in the summer I knew I was kind of coming in like behind, so I knew I had to do a lot of extra stuff in the summer. So I just tried to study the playbook pretty much every day, trying to pick up on things and just trying to learn it. But I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I had any busts in the scrimmage Saturday, so I'm picking it up pretty good.
Has that been the biggest adjustment, maybe the blocking aspect of being the runner?
It's definitely the playbook and the blocking. That's the hardest thing coming to the college level. Because, people are moving so much faster and the game's at a faster speed, so you just got to be smart and know your keys.
How much confidence do you take from that run on Saturday?
It gave me a lot of confidence. I didn't really expect to break like that coming in my first SEC scrimmage, so to break a long run like that, it gave me a lot of confidence.
What has David Williams meant to the running back room, and how much do you look up to him?
He's meant a lot because he's been to the SEC before, and he's a real smart guy. He knows how to prepare. He knows the things to look for. So he's kind of like mentor, I would say, me and Malik, and giving us advice and like how to handle stuff from coaching to running the ball and things like that.
What did the film from Saturday tell you guys where the offense is right now?
I think it showed that we have a lot of people that can make plays. I know Petway made a lot of big plays. Delvois, David, me. So I feel like we got playmakers. So I feel like we're going in the right direction.
What's that running back room like with the four of you guys and the fullback?
I feel like it's a good room because, we're all competing, but we all want to see each other do good too. So it's not like nobody's not trying to help anybody or things like that. So I feel like we all want each other to do good, but we're also competing every day.
You had runs like you did on Saturday in practices that we haven't seen?
I broke a couple runs in practices. A lot of times it's a quick whistle, so it's not like you sprinting all the way to the end zone. But I had runs like that where I broke in practice.
What was it like growing up with a dad who played in the NFL, and what was it like to grow up in an NFL household?
It was kind of tough because, everybody know your dad played in the NFL, so, around, people are going to be coming for you, kind of being hard on you, having things to say. But, it has its, pluses because my dad, he taught me how to prepare. He was real hard on me early on, so coming to the college level and the coaches being hard on you, it's not really it doesn't really bother you as much, I would say. So it's been a big deal. He taught me how to prepare, how to work hard, doing extra things like that. So it's helped me a lot.
How helpful was he in the process of getting you here to Arkansas, and your college recruiting?
He was a big part of it. Really big part of it because he knew what to look for in coaches. He knew what coaches really cared about you. He knew what was the best place to get you to where you want to be, and his main thing he told me was pick a place where you think you can come in and compete early for playing time, and a place that made you a priority, and that's what Arkansas did for me.
How much is the talk between you two was maybe setting your legacy apart from what he was able to do?
You said setting my
just your future path, your career path, legacy-wise, and what he was able to do getting in the NFL and maybe setting your own.
He always just said it's your life, it's your legacy. So don't try to live off his legacy. He always wanted me to do better than what he did. So he probably pushed me really hard. Sometimes why I didn't really think why was he pushing me so hard? But it's really paid off. It just taught me how to stay focused and never get complacent.
What's the competition like there between the four of you guys trying to earn playing time?
Competition, we're all competing against each other, but at the end of the day, we know it's going to take more than one person to get it done. So, we're competing, and we all want to get better and try to be at the next guy. But in the end, we know they're going to put the best player out there, and we all want to see each other do good. So it's a good room.
Thanks. What's inside run been like?
Inside run?
Yeah.
I liked it. I really Coach Mitchell, when he got up there, he wanted to see me run physical. So I feel like I've been showing I can run inside and run the inside zone, run pretty physical. So I like inside zone probably better than the outside zone. I break more runs on the inside zone.
Do you think your athleticism helps you out in the extra sports you played and being Mr. Basketball in Tennessee?
I think it's played a big part, especially with my agility and making cuts. You get that from playing basketball. So, me playing basketball, I played AU basketball since I was 7. So that's really helped me with my footwork, my cuts, and just being agile.